Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for immature airsoft players. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences with common sense only. Welcome to the most interactive airsoft show on the interwebs. It's the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show. Each and every episode is sponsored by the fine folks at Enola Gaye. Also, don't forget to sign up for the largest growing airsoft community in the world known as the Valken Alliance. You can link up with other Alliance members throughout your region on our Facebook groups by just searching the Valken Alliance. We also offer Alliance sponsorships for qualified airsoft teams. And the Valken Debrief also shares local and national airsoft events so you don't miss out what's going on in your region. We also give away some sweet products from time to time, so the more you interact, the greater the chance you could win. And we work hard to bring you new and exciting special guests during each episode. You can also find us at many airsoft events throughout the world. And if you miss any of our live casts, you can always catch the rewind on our YouTube channel or Soundcloud. So sit back and get ready for your Valken Debrief.
Hey guys, it's Chris from Enola Gaye, and it's time for Valken Debrief Live.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It is episode number 82 of the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show.
Somebody's happy to be here.
Yes, somebody is very happy to be here.
You gotta go to Broken Home.
Yeah, I got to go to Broken Home 8. It was awesome. And we're not only broadcasting live.
You know what that is to me? Oklahoma Invasion, like 15.
True. You are correct. You are correct. So, we're not only broadcasting live on Facebook, but you can catch the rewind on YouTube starting tomorrow. But you can also look up the Valken Debrief Airsoft Podcast on Soundcloud and iTunes.
You can cue it up right there with guns, gear, and beer.
Or ASAP.
Or the opening act.
Or ASAP.
I don't want to talk about ASAP.
You don't want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about ASAP.
You didn't hear their latest episode?
No, I didn't.
Dude.
They weren't talking about me. So
They were.
Why should I care? Oh, God.
Punk was actually giving you mad respects 2 nights ago on the ASAP podcast.
About what?
Just you in general. He was lifting you up, bro.
Yeah, sure.
No. He was. He was.
Oh, now you're embarrassing me.
So, thank you for joining us. Please share the show. Get your friends in here. We have some fun guests that we're going. Tag your friends. It's very easy. Let's see. I'm gonna tag, because I have no idea if he's in the room or not. LJP. He might be in there. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat? Man, we have a lot of folks.
Are like any airsofters on TikTok yet? Or did you get like? You know,
I have not seen any on TikTok. Not yet. Amy Soto's in the house.
Shooting each other with like those splatter blaster jelly balls in Australia.
Oh my gosh, jelly balls. What up, Amy? We got Doug, Zeb. We got Daniel Way Weekly. What's up, James Lindsay? Hey, we got a big baller in here. He's airsoft curious. Greg Helzel, Rich Gully from Arizona.
Greg Alexander.
Ooh.
Anderson.
No, Greg Alexander from KWA and Double Tap. DTA. We got Bacon. Bacon's watching. Orhan Saleli Callsign Turk is watching. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. We got Fritz.
Proud papa of recently graduated senior.
Who?
You know what's next? You're going to be a grandpa.
Who?
That's next. Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at like the graduation acting as if he was at like a prize fight or something. I mean, his little squad was going...
No, like straight up, you know, son graduates from high school.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, you're going to be a grandpa next.
It's so funny. Alex Petrakis is talking about your Darth stash. So I'm actually looking in the monitor, like looking at you, you got a full beard. But looking in the monitor, it looks like you just have like an itty bitty...
This is just because we had, you know, Comic-Con or Pop Culture Con,
I know.
as they have to call it.
They can't call it Comic-Con anymore.
Yeah, I did Star-Lord, so that's what the stash is for.
That's right. So, one of our traditions here was the Overachiever of the Night. First person to post a comment in the live chat goes to Zeb Zengel, who left the best region in the United States, Rockies region, to go to New Jersey. What is up with that? But Zeb was the Overachiever.
Isn't it snowing in New York right now?
Is it snowing in New York?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere it's like snowing.
I don't know. Let's ask
Or
our
guess-
viewers.
guess
Where's
we
it
are.
snowing? Is it snowing anywhere? Is it snowing? So, those that you can support the show, you're doing it right now. You're watching the show. Share the show. Tag your
Like
friends.
Soto right there, rocking some mad threads.
Oh, yes. Soda's in the green room wearing the shirt you designed.
And napkins on it.
Dude, you
I was literally sitting at an Airsoft con watching all these people walk around, and I was just like, another phone little thing here, pull up this little picture. That's actually funny. I'd wear that. That's all that was. I'd wear that.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sitting here playing. You know what this is, right? In my hand? That's one of Isabella's teeth.
Oh, I thought that was the skull.
No, that's not from the skull.
It's here. It's in the studio. I haven't put it in the bucket.
Because Isabella was in the studio last week. That's why one of her lost teeth. One of 6. So.
My son hasn't lost any teeth. He actually has the bottom teeth. They're coming in behind the baby teeth. So he literally looks like a great white right now. There's like a row of teeth behind his teeth. It's crazy.
Have you seen Ugly Dolls yet with the family? So Isabella looks like Moxie with the teeth missing. Yeah. Hey, is Woodcock in here? His little one that's Isabella's age her name is
Wooden
Moxie.
Penis. That's his Native American name.
Oh my gosh. You're killing me. Where'd the feed just go?
It's his Indian name.
Oh,
Wooden
geez.
Penis. Wooden Totem.
Wooden totem.
Penis Totem.
Oh my gosh. Good thing we have that parental advisory. So,
Okay,
if
come
you
on,
want
can we get our guests here? I'm tired.
I know. So, if you want to support the show, you're doing it right now. You're watching, sharing, commenting, interacting, or you could buy one of our t-shirts. Head on over to valkenlines.com, click on the shop button, and pick one of those up. We're always wearing them all the time because we can't afford real attire.
But we're trying to get endorsements from like Mountain Dew because Red Bull just straight up told me to stop calling.
And let's see if we can get up to 50 live viewers during this live cast. And
I will give away Bob. At 50 live viewers, I will give away Bob.
I think Mrs. Kaiju would. She's watching. I don't think she
can
would
go
allow
too.
that. No, she can't go to. So you get my kids? Are you going to watch my kids? And my mother? You have
About
to
100 viewers.
Oh, okay, that's only 100 viewers. Mrs. Kaiju says in the chat, Issa's asking how Daddy has the tooth from the Tooth Fairy. Okay. Mom, you're not supposed to be allowing our 6-year-old to watch this episode. Don't you see the parental advisory for strong language? So we're going to take a quick commercial break. For those listening to us on Soundcloud or watching us live, we're going to cut to a quick commercial. We will be right back with our special guests. Stay tuned, share the show, tag your friends. We'll be right back.
One for the money, two for the show. I'm Leszek from Gunfire. Valken Debrief, here we go.
Hi guys, I'm Leszek from Gunfire, one of the best retail shops in Europe. You can find us on every social media. You can find me on Instagram, that guy from Gunfire. Check us out.
Dead rag.
Oh my gosh. You can't believe you got that in there. Hey, welcome back to episode number 82 of the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show. Welcome back our live viewers from Facebook and YouTube, and those of you listening on Soundcloud or iTunes. Please allow me to introduce our guests from Overwatch Tactics. We got Mr. William Soto and Brian Burgess.
What up, what up?
So, Brian, you have to...
How's everybody doing?
There he is.
There he is.
So, I'm just going with one camera. We opened the SoundCloud and iTunes.
Brian, you look like my ex-brother-in-law. It's uncanny.
Yeah, well, I actually am. I just like you so much that I moved away and stopped talking to you.
Brother-in-law once removed.
Like, was that the
You
first
finally
marriage
found
or
us.
second marriage?
Yeah,
or-
first me.
First. So, Soto and Brian are coming to us from Oklahoma. Is that correct?
That is correct, Bob.
Then why does Brian's location say Las Vegas?
Because that fucker's always partying. That's why.
Work.
Yeah, he is. So, for those that you don't know these two fine gentlemen, it's okay. We won't hold it against you. Get your questions ready. They are employees, because I can't say that he owns Overwatch Tactics.
That's just so cliche anymore. It's
I know,
like,
right?
I'm the owner, VIP, acting president, SOP, PPS, of whatever POS company. No.
I'm just a wanderer, bro. Like, I just sit there and I wander around. I more likely take orders from, like, Brian and my wife than anything else.
There we go.
So, Overwatch
Tax
Tactics.
shelter. It's not. You're not an owner. It's a tax shelter. It's so that you can write off
protected.
airsoft.
He's
You can
protected.
write off airsoft. That's so smart.
Somewhat.
Zero from X Custom says Overwatch is coming to you from a boat because Oklahoma's underwater right now.
Well, you know what's funny is I'm on my phone and my internet's down. I'm still able to talk to you guys through my phone because my feed through my laptop's down because, we're about to be under flood again. We're under flood.
Well, that's
warning.
okay because you can't multitask for crap.
Have you seen like
anyway.
those like flood walls? It was like,
flood walls?
yeah, it's like a little L.
That
You
costs
like the
money.
little sandbags?
No,
Sandbags?
it's not sandbags. It's like this L-shaped plastic interlocking system that the weight of the water and the flow. and the
Yeah,
force of
that's
the
for
water.
rich people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for rich people.
Oh my gosh.
We do sandbags up in this bitch.
I've had to fill sandbags before. That's a bitch.
Yeah, that's not fun at all. So if you want to check out Overwatch Tactics and what they're all about, you can go look them up online at overwatchtactics.com. And if you can't do that and you put Overwatch Tactics in your Google search bar, make sure you put Overwatch Tactics Airsoft or you're going to be directed to Blizzard Entertainment.
Oh,
True story.
nice.
Yeah, true story.
True story.
So they are an
That's
event.
gotta suck fighting Blizzard Entertainment for,
Google
Google.
Analytics, yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. So they're an airsoft event host, and where did the name come from?
So back when I was in the military, way back in the day, I was a 13 Fox, so that's a forward
Korea
observer.
or Vietnam?
Actually, prior to Vietnam, yeah, that was me. But anyways, so I was basically observer. We provided a lot of Overwatch, and just Overwatch, just kind of, between me and Brian, they kind of just it hit, and it worked.
I gotcha.
It's a tactic that most airsofters are not familiar with. You've got
Common
showing
sense.
Overwatch, bounding Overwatch. There's all these different types. They don't know anything about that.
No, it's just camping and running up your kill count. That's all it is.
Yeah, those are basic fundamentals.
Leo Lindell's actually, starting us off with questions. I like it, Leo. Love you. what's your next event, brother? And I don't know if he means ones you're hosting or ones you're attending, so you can answer both. And you just talk, so let's let Brian answer, even though Leo was addressing you, because Brian needs more FaceTime.
Yeah.
I don't know that I need more FaceTime. I'm probably the ugliest face in the group, and that's why I don't do this publicly. So when it comes to airsoft, I mainly stay in the woods where no one sees me, and I take pop shots and run. That is my MO. So
It's like that gig.
You were
giggling and
you were doing that at Broken Home 8. You were just taking pot shots and running all weekend.
Absolutely by myself with nobody else.
So what events do you guys got coming up next?
So, our biggest probably event that's different than everybody else is Conquest of Avalon. And this AO is basically an oversized Renaissance fair. Every year we go there, they give us more land, they give us more opportunities to do stuff, they love us.
We've lost the buildings.
Man, it's a crazy AO. That is our biggest event, and so we're focusing a lot on that. There's other AOs that are out there, but let's be honest, every AO out there has probably been played 4 or 5 times, and everybody has their game style. Well, this is one that's different. This is one we like to do and create new props
Did
for.
you say gang style or game style?
Yeah, it's a gang style when the lights go out.
I mean, speaking of gangs, like does Josh Warren show up in like his little get up, his little Viking get up with his little drinking horn? Does he come to the game? No.
Not yet, but he may now that you've called him out.
Yeah, he's got his like long, it's like the oversized shirt you wear to bed, the leather belt. He's got his drinking horn. They make fire bread. They cook. They got their shields. They got their little metal pointy dick heads.
Hey guys, I would
a nice short kilt.
Kilt.
Nice short kilt.
Greg Helsel wants to see Brian flex those sexy guns for everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right now, I've been flexing my toilet muscles.
Oh my gosh!
It's not like the quart jar. You better,
Oh, it's rough, guys. I don't know. But,
so Soto gave us a little bit background of himself when he was talking about where the name came from. Brian, what's your background?
So basically, my long-standing background has always been construction related. So people say I travel a lot. That's what I do. I travel through different facilities, renovating facilities. And it's kind of funny because Soto talks about the name of Overwatch, but what he really didn't tell you is one late evening in a hot tub together. Yeah, as he covers
in the basement. Underneath the basement. Underneath the basement.
With many drinks. We came up with, why can't we do airsoft? Why can't we make this fun for us and everybody else? And to be honest, it started in Kansas City in a basement with a hot tub and pool. We got hammered, and that night we put a business plan together, and a week later we ran with it.
Best ideas are born from beer and whiskey.
Yeah. So understanding how that first event came to be, the idea of it. Let's look on the other side of that event now. How did that event go? Since it was brought to fruition out of alcohol and a hot tub in your mom's basement or somebody's basement.
Let me guess. There was no beer allowed on premises, right?
No.
Oh no! It was the greatest event ever, man. We sold out in like less than 3 weeks?
3 weeks we sold out our first event.
For your first event, for a no-name company, sells out in 3 weeks?
First event ever. It was only 60 players because we only had 3 of us at the time. And we just felt that,
You understand how much you can control and everything, but yeah, that's got to be a good feeling selling out in 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we ended up doing that, but Brian, what really set us off for that was Brian's prop for that event was a trident that he made, and he made it was, what was it, a pitchfork somewhat, and then kind of like molded it, I don't know, like cut it up into several pieces so there was like several objectives. But that's kind of like, it was just, there was always several pieces. That's kind of, what our thing was.
Poseidon's Quest, wasn't it? That was
Yeah.
our first op. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it was kind of God themed. So we had props that correlated with that, and then we had the cool military side props for the other team.
Oh, because you
But,
got to have that military simulation props, or
Yeah.
people just don't know what to do with themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. But, that was our first event. We did sell out. I would like to say it went well. The players had fun, but from an admin standpoint, the objectives weren't getting completed as we liked them to. And so we started having to throw bones and point fingers and say, hey, the prop's over here, go find it. This is what you're supposed to do. But, that came down to a CEO that at the time probably shouldn't have been picked as the CEO, and we were still a new company at the time, so we were grasping at straws, taking names, and the person wasn't a great CEO, and we figured that out real quick. But everybody still had fun, and that's what really mattered.
I'm actually trying to multitask at the same time. So we're going to pull up some props that you had at Overwatch 2. Or not Overwatch 2, Conquest Avalon 2. Let's see if I can multitask. Looky there.
Uh-oh.
So we can see some ammo crates, some of those military type props, but then we see a map in pieces. It's like four pieces of a wooden map.
It was three pieces. It was that wooden board, Brian, from Unit Mert.
I don't know. I see two of them, and they each have 4 pieces. I don't think Soto remembers very well.
No, it's definitely 4 pieces, and what was cool about that is
one's for the unit and one's for the mercs.
Right, and then so there is hidden clues on those boards. So as they got details to find those boards, they put those boards together, and it basically would tell them this is what we're looking for. And on the back, if they flipped it over, there were more hidden clues.
Oh, an airsofter flipping something over.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Look behind the door.
Well, you might, they're like taking a selfie with it. They might get another perspective, another angle. Like, oh, look at the loot. Ah, selfie.
Oh my goodness. So,
hey, we're taking pictures over here. We're generating content. Stop shooting, please.
We got more selfies in Conquest Avalon 2 with the props. I'll say that than the first one.
During the game, after the game,
all of them.
All of them.
All
of the above. All of the above.
All of the above.
So
I love the games where everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, this game is so dope," and they're like sitting in a chair in a building with their gun up and they're taking pictures.
Yeah.
With the duck face.
Cody Collier says, "Thy holy hand grenade." I'm gonna see if I can pull up a picture of the holy hand grenade. But so Avalon was at the Ren Fair Village, right? The first one.
Yeah. It's so Conquest Avalon 1 and 2 are at Waxahachie, Texas, at the Scarborough Renaissance Fair.
So tell us how you came about you picked that venue and how that worked out.
Well, back then we had Josh Longton that lived in Dallas Fort Worth area, and he was actually driving. Saw a sign for it, called it. She actually responded. I ended up talking to her, kind of told her, what we did and, how we do things and whatnot. And then we ended up driving all the way down there to kind of do a site survey, kind of, check out the layout, the land, if it would work, if it wouldn't work. And, we just told her what we were going to plan on doing, from all the way from A to Z. And she's like, awesome. But my main concern was, please do not hurt the buildings, which we understood. And so kind of like how we design things and, the way things go down, everything's pretty well open between the owners and us. So that's, and we're really lucky just because of the staff we have and, how well the players have done. The first two Conquest of Avalons, I really can't praise enough the players. Like, I saw players driving up and down my golf cart, making sure everything's going right. The objectives, the fragos, or just everything's just perfect, right?
Oh, he said perfect. We got to cut to something else because there's no way an airsoft game is perfect. Hey, we got a cookie in the house. I mean,
but it got better, because the players, they were actually picking up their trash. They were walking back to the fob. They were actually picking stuff up.
Wait, they were picking up trash without you asking them to do so?
Yes, dude. I swear, dude, like on my kid's life, I saw players actually putting piles and actually taking care of the facility. And that actually what drew us better, because we ended up getting a letter back from the Scarborough Renaissance Fair people saying that how well the facility looked. They, did have their doubts. And, and I basically just sat there and email and phone call and video conference back and forward. Just let them know, just like, we do have a good community of players. There are a few bad apples, but, cut the top. Let's go. Let's ride,
So I was able to find a picture of the holy hand grenade, and we're going to share it with everybody here. So
let's give props to the holy hand grenade.
Oh, right now the holy hand grenade is getting props. You're probably going to see it in about 10 seconds. But
I can't see it because I don't have internet. But so the creator of that holy hand grenade is Brad Cookie Balot. Like Cookie is the
He's
man.
in the chat right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, well, I said we have Cookie in the house.
Well, then he needs to be answering all the damn questions in there.
Yeah, that was off the old Monty Python skit is where we pulled that off on, and he's like, yeah, let's do it. And man, they went to Hobby Lobby and his family got into it. He showed a picture. It was crazy.
Man. And for those that don't know who because right now Soto and Brian can't see the picture. It is the picture of Sean McShafer and Woodcock tonguing the holy hand grenade. And probably,
You mean totem penis is licking the balls?
Yeah. And so Sean is one half of the McShafers. John McCaleb is also in the chat. He is the other half of the McShafers. So, and we're actually going to have John McCaleb, CO, and KDH CO on the show on the 27th. So the two AMS commanders. So
can I supersize the McShafers?
How would you do that? How would you supersize the McShafers?
I don't know. Let's ask McCaleb and Schaefer.
Ooh, they're in there. They're in there.
So Bob has all these fun, PC questions. So.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just rolling with what we got.
But I have to ask, what is like your most ridiculous real world?
Ooh, like real world injury?
Yeah, like okay. I'm not talking like bad injury, but like the most ridiculous real world where like someone calls real world emergency and you show up and it's like,
really?
What? Yeah, you're like, what? You have a splinter. You kidding me?
Okay, so we had Conquest Avalon 1. We had this guy. I can't remember the name of the guy, and I've talked to him several times. I'm just really horrible with names. But huge guy. I mean, this guy was probably 6'5", probably 380. I mean, but he wasn't like, fat, like, only walks a couple steps, passed out, whatever. No, he was just like a solid, like, fullback, just like, I will block you.
Yeah.
Well, so this guy is coming in, he gets up on the left side. Well, he doesn't see the stump. And he trips on the stump. Well, the dude, momentum, the size of the guy, I mean, goes straight up head. Luckily, he was wearing a helmet. Goes straight into the side of the building. And, I mean, the dude was out for a good 2 minutes, if that.
Oh, wow. So, like, people are sitting there going, hey, buddy, you okay? Hey, bud, what got? Wow. And it's just, like, kind of, wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably our really
like
worst. Like, yeah, that's probably one of our biggest, scariest. But we had medical staff on site. We had, appropriate extended golf carts. But, we got him taken care of. He ended up coming back to Conquest Avalon 2. And he was like, hey, man. I was like, holy shit. I was like, how big is how's your head doing? He's like, oh, yeah, everything's good. And I was just like, God bless, dude. Please not again.
You signed a waiver.
I was on YouTube the other day, and remember when JP, like, Remember when he was being escorted at GTI and got dropped flat on his face?
Oh my
with his
God.
hands
Yeah.
zip-tied?
Wow,
That's like 4
that's-
million views on YouTube right now.
I know.
No.
That's
I mean,
really?
so JP got captured. He was.
I was there. Like I was walking.
Oh,
up.
I know.
Like I wasn't the one in there going, "Hey, dude, I can help out. What's going on?" I was like, "That looks nasty." I'm like off in the corner going, "Oh my God."
Well, for those that
That
weren't
was some
there,
scary shit.
that was like what?
2016?
2016? No, 2015. It was.
Yeah,
I think it was 2015. So, Tan captures JP, who's on green.
Actually, I thought it was like a prisoner exchange.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were doing the swap back. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the founders are great. They love to be taken prisoner. Well, JP was hog-tied. He was zip-tied
Zip-tied.
with his hands behind his back. And as
No
they-
helmet.
No helmet.
That's
That's
the
right.
big one.
And as they were walking, he somehow
They were running.
walking fast.
Well, I think they were coming under fire and they were hustling to the.
At a light brisk.
Yes,
Yeah, like
because the crap hit the fan and
Yeah.
they were trying to
Get
get
him,
this
go,
thing.
go, go!
And JP ends up tripping and going head over heels. And because he doesn't have his arms to put out in front of him to stop his fall, side of his head goes bam right into the
Peeled
concrete.
his ear back down.
Oh, it peeled. Ooh. Yes.
Stitches
And it was all caught on David Ree's camera.
David
too.
Ree!
On his helmet cam, too. Oh, my goodness.
Is David Ree here?
I don't think so. I think
He
he's
hasn't
too
popped
big
in.
to check
Oh,
in.
JP's watching.
He is. JP knows. He's like,
JP knows. JP
Fucking
knows.
JP. Hey,
They
JP.
took him.
Hey,
They threw him in the
let me-
ambulance. They took him off site, and he was back in like 2 hours or something. His head wrapped up. He was sitting at the registration table, just all big like turban wrapped around his head.
Oh,
with
he
the
did.
bandages.
He looked like a
He's
big Q-tip.
He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm good. It's fine.
Hey, let me give JP. Let me give JP a quick shout out, real quick. Hey, homie, we got 2 of your 4 stuff straight to you. I'll be contacting you soon about some new stuff. So
Nice.
he knows what's up. So
Secret.
There you go.
JP says, I did not get my 20% off those 4 million views.
I know, right?
I
That's
know.
like significant. Like
It's like
4
you're the
million
subject
views.
matter.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be getting the hits off of that. Man, because that was pre-throttling of YouTube.
Yeah, it was.
That was-
I really think that's what made David Lee famous.
What we need to do is get with our buddy Corey, and for all those guys that make those classic falls and knock themselves out, we need to get a bumper sticker that's basically put on the back of their car that when they're not looking, that says "Tactical Dirt Napping." We'll just put it on there.
Oh, it
Hell
was
yeah.
before the days. Back in the day, like at events and stuff. We used
hey,
to
is
have
Corey
the-
in here?
Which Corey?
The sticker wars.
Oh, Guardian?
Okay, so
Guardian
well,
Apparel.
hold on right now. So in season right now, so Big Corey is Guardian Apparel
Correct.
because he's in season. Because Little Corey, I don't know if he's in here or not, but he's out of season. That's what he explained to me at Broken Home.
That's
Just so if anybody else is wondering.
So we're not able to hunt him. What's that mean?
Well,
There's Corey.
There he is.
Corey from Guardian Apparel is now in the chat. We had to say his name 3 times before he showed up.
Oh,
yeah,
man, he's like
Big
a
Corey,
Candyman.
Big Corey, Big Corey.
Big Corey. Big Corey. So, also,
He
you
looks
guys.
so good on Woodcock's live stream. Excuse me, Totem Penis, his live stream because like before kickoff at a Broken Home 8, and they're all standing around like looking all sexy, and Corey's like, yeah, what's up?
Corey walks in and
I'm just
everybody.
like flexing. Yeah, when's this stuff going down?
Hey, what up, Steve? Thanks for the shout out. Steve from Dark Horse 6 Milson is watching this too. So Leo Lindell asks, so do I get to run with Overwatch Tactics at the next AMS event I make it to?
Let me answer this.
Oh,
Hell yes, anytime you want.
True story.
But
there
be
it
ready
is.
to run, bro. Be ready to run.
Oh,
Shoot and
shit,
hide.
dude.
Shoot and
Leo,
hide.
dude, I remember Leo, dude. That motherfucker could run.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
That
But
dude
like,
is
is he
fucking
Mad
fast.
Max Mullen fast? because that's fast.
Oh.
No. Okay, so that's like old school fast. There's like a different fast. But Mad Max was fucking fast. I mean,
But I've attempted to chase Mullen. He's fast.
Yeah. So
very.
I've heard, true story. I've heard that some weird wackadoo crap happens at your events. So,
Are you talking about the baby doll?
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
So
I hate that thing. I hate that thing with a passion.
So tell the story.
There's a new Chucky movie coming out.
Tell the
Brad.
story about the baby doll.
Brad needs to really be on this motherfucker to be telling that story because that's his like love. I mean, that dude, that's like his girlfriend. But so let's see the first event that we
and
did.
just so you know, Soto, the viewers can see the baby doll right now.
The baby doll.
Shut up.
Gross.
Yes,
It's right there.
it's sitting
the screen.
on, and I think that is it. Cookie's lap.
Which way am I pointing? Which way do I got to point to it? To the right?
Oh,
They
you're not on
can't see.
screen.
You're not on screen. It's the baby doll
Oh.
is on screen.
Oh my God, that scary, sexy, mischievous little thing. I mean, I can't speak for Brad. I mean, just that when they found it, like So first site survey that we did over for the VA hospital. I mean, we knew about it like about a year before we had our first event there. Thanks to Breach Point Productions, Greg Hensel and John Zero from X Customs, they brought us in. We checked it out, and just told them, what we thought, what was cool, and I mean the facility was freaking amazing, but. That little damn thing, man, it moved fucking rooms, dude. No shit. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, dude, but that thing just, like, it moved.
This was the story that was told to me. So they're doing the site survey, right? And they come across, it was the morgue, right? Was it
Yeah.
the morgue?
Yep.
So it's the morgue, which only has,
Yeah.
like, four drawers in the wall.
Yeah.
And they open the door and it's in the basement. They open the door. In the opposite corner, there's a chair with this baby doll sitting in the chair. And I'm going to show the picture of the baby doll again. And it's looking right at them at the door. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's freaky. So, but then they don't touch it or anything. They leave. And then you come back how much later? For another site visit?
It was maybe like 20 minutes, if that.
So they come back. And the baby doll has moved from the chair halfway across the room, sitting in the room, facing the door still.
He's like,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Wait. You gotta,
like any superstitious people on staff, they're like, I'm out, I'm done. Forget
So-
this.
So this actually became a prize, correct?
Correct.
A prize or a
Like,
the guy
this
keeps
is-
drinking
this
it.
is-
It like becomes
This
like a
is
mascot.
this is Brian's sense of
Yes.
humor, and
Tell
I
him,
think this is
Brian.
kind
Tell
of
him the
like
story.
what makes
How this
different
works.
little raffles. But go ahead, Brian.
So we always like to do something a little bit different, be chaotic and in the mess that we've grown up in and in our world and society today. But long story short, we decided to go get that thing and put it in a box and give it away at the raffle. And so I, as a gag gift, I put it in the box, I get on the back of the truck, and I give it out to a gentleman, and he comes up, and he gets that thing and opens it up, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and I'm like, what? What's wrong? He goes, I love it. And I was like, well, let me tell you a little story. And so I tell him every time we go in a room, this thing just happens to be in the room with us. I was like, I don't want this thing coming back. So this is what we're going to do. And I threw out a challenge to the guy, and I was like, every time you come to our event and bring this doll, we will pay your entry into our game. And I will be damned if he doesn't bring that thing back to every one of our events.
He's been to what, 4 events now of your guys?
Now it's 3.
3.
Three, yeah. And
But
the guy,
yeah, so
the
that's
guy keeps it in his garage.
that's okay.
Well,
so
I'd keep it locked out of the house too.
That's Brand. The winner was Brandon from. I can't say his last name because I'm just like I said, I'm horrible with names. but
Dojo?
Security.
something like that. Yeah, it sounds. Yeah. Perfect.
Great guy, though.
Boom. Yeah. Well, anyways, he's from SCAR team from AR-15 in San Antonio,
AR-15
Texas.
and SCAR.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah. So that's Jay's crew, and every time. So when he brought it back, he calls me up and he's like, "Man," he goes, "She was only in the house for 2 days, and my girlfriend said no, it's got to go." He's like, "No, it's not going." He goes, it's not going out of this house. She goes, "Okay, well, it's got to go to the garage." So it stays in his garage. I don't know what they do, but he has legit, like, sent me a picture of, like, he still has it. He carries it. I mean, it's a spiritual thing, I guess. You know, it's
like voodoo doll shit.
Yeah. History, legit history.
Oh. So, we've talked about some weird scenarios with your events. If you could tell one of our viewers that's never been to your event in 2 minutes or less, if they haven't figured out they need to go to your event by now, why would you tell them they need to go to your events?
Brian, hit this one, and then I'll come back.
Bueller.
So,
because we have beer? No.
No.
No, we have been to everybody's event. Everybody's event.
You have. You religiously go play at other people's events, and I respect that.
We support everybody, big or small. But what we've noticed is all the cool, quote, teams get to do the cool, hey, let's go get this, and fragos. And so what we realized is what we're not seeing is props that are functional that do something that actually lead to something. So we brainstormed, we made these props to where if you have a prop, it fits together, it gives you a clue, it has a timer, it counts down, it goes boom. I mean, it actually functions, and the kids get excited about it because
like escape room quality props.
Right. And there's not just one Frago. There's like multiple Fragos out there that a 5-year-old kid could go find, but a 25-year-old kid can't find the bleeding rabbit on a carousel, but the 5-year-old kid. So our games are for everybody. You know, if you want to go milsim, hey, we're here for you. We'll bleed milsim with you. But if you want to come out and have fun and see functional props, that's where I would say, levitate a little bit higher than everybody else.
And they're not just making like 1 or 2 props for a single Frago. I mean, they're making multiple props, and they make props that are in multiple pieces that they use for multiple missions. Mm-hmm. It's not like you just see this prop once and then it's done.
It gets dumped off. It's like checked off list. Okay.
They're always recycling and reusing stuff, which I think is great. Man, people are asking about when's the next AMS event you guys are going to be at.
Next AMS, I'm going to say Copperhead. For sure, we're at Copperhead. Because Brian's got a brand new truck. He's fucking ready to burn some fucking tires.
Road trip!
I was like, hell yeah, my truck ain't going to be in this motherfucker this time.
All right, we're going to cut to a quick commercial. We're going to come back, and Soto and Brian are going to help us with events, or is going to help Josh with events. So, for those that are listening and watching, don't go away. We're going to be right back to talk about events.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? This is E-House from Gun Gamers. Check out the Valken Debrief Thursdays at 8 p.m. and praise Judy.
That was a fast commercial break.
That was really fast.
That was really fast. That was just a bumper.
So how long?
That wasn't a commercial break. That was a bumper.
That was a bumper. That was. I lied. I wanted to keep the people engaged. So, we got a few events.
So how long do we got?
It depends how fast or slow.
Depends. You know, I got an hour drive home. You know.
How many viewers do we have now?
Right now we got 24, 25. We got up to 35 live viewers. So, feel free to chime in. They can still see you. They can still hear you as Josh is going through these events. And, we'll talk about them.
They took away my cards, man.
Well, you don't need cards.
My cue cards. Take away my cue cards.
Well,
No
you just
index
filled the
cards.
table with other stuff to fiddle with your fingers.
Yeah, I got my candies.
Or you want Isabella's tooth? That's creepy.
Make a necklace out of it. All the souls. Alright, we got up first is Leviathan Tactical 4-year anniversary event, June 8th in the southern region. This is a Leviathan Tactical event. Duh.
Yep. Gotta love
In Pensacola, Florida.
Oh my God, those are my homies. Hey, tag them. Are they in here?
No, let's
Jen.
see.
Don't they get tagged
Breaker.
like every time?
No,
Like,
well-
Mod is failing!
I'm
Breaker.
saying, Mod, get your shit together.
Oh.
You're not at warp speed.
Mod's working on jokes instead of working.
So I tagged Tactical Pigtails because Breaker doesn't have a Facebook account.
Good man.
Oh my God,
good man.
Breaker doesn't have any form of communication. I
Mark
love
man.
that guy. I
Except
love
for
that
CB
fucking
radio.
guy.
Oh no, I even call Breaker's cell phone now, and Pigtails answers.
Ah, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Pigtails.
Yeah,
answers.
she's taking. He's too big celebrity for me and all of us.
Oh,
No.
he's got like an entourage and like an assistant now.
Oh, dude, he's got at least 6. He rolls 6 deep at least, easy.
Or maybe T calls the shot.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
And this is a guy that it's their 4-year anniversary. Left his real world job to do airsoft, and he's being
Don't do
successful. He's being successful.
True
But in
story.
Personal experience, don't do it.
I had a talk with him, or he talked to me at Iron Horse 2. And he was like, man, he goes, I see what you're doing with your mobile store. We had a mobile store back then, kind of help us come up and whatnot. He's like, anything you need, he goes, I will help you. I mean, he was very, very hospitable, and just very welcoming. I mean, Jen and Breaker, dude, oh my God. Dude, I wish I could see them more. And then I wish Breaker would pick up the phone and be like, hey, Soto, I miss you. Oh, but no, man, he doesn't. He don't pick that bitch up.
And you cannot miss Pigtails on the field because she has this little wire antenna that's got Dumbo suspended on it.
Dumbo.
So you just see Dumbo flying around the field just slaying bodies. It's hilarious.
True story. And it
just
doesn't
want-
ever go to full auto. It's just got a fast trigger finger.
I just want a necklace of middle fingers. I'm like, all right, next up is Red Storm East Inferno, June 21st to the 23rd in the Appalachian region. This is an Operation Lion Claws military simulation series event in Elkin, North Carolina.
So yeah, Red Storm East used to be at the Lace Factory up in New Jersey, and that finally shut down, and they're going down to North Kakalaka.
The last time that we ever did a Lions Claw event, me and Lone Wolf, was,
I like
what
how he
was it?
says Lion's Claw.
Well, that's what it was. I don't know. I mean,
Lion
we're
Claws,
all-
Lions Claws.
Bulldog.
Kitty Paws.
Was it Bull? Oh, yeah. Bulldog
Bulldog
and Fort
down in
Hood.
Texas at Fort Hood.
Yep.
So near and dear to my heart.
Yep. John Lou and Brian got all nice and cozy because of Brian's
Okay, stop
history.
talking.
Yeah.
It's weird on me.
Oh, Javier's in here. He said he's going to be at RSE to enjoy beers and occasional pew-pew someone. And I think a little bird told me that Colonel Verduga is actually going to be at Red Storm East.
Shut the front door.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is off the hook, man. He's great.
Hey, pig dog. Hey, pig dog. I was like, fuck yeah, sir. Let's go. Let's fucking do this shit. Yo, fucking pig dog right there. Pig dog.
Oh, my gosh. Zero has to correct
Isn't that
me.
like, what is that called? Man Bear Pig? No, guys, for real. Man Bear Pig is like a real thing,
Well, so, yeah, Zero's being Man Bear
no.
Pig right now. He's correcting me. RSE was in Scranton, Pennsylvania, not New Jersey.
Battleborn Narcos, June 21st to the 23rd in the Midwest region. This is a Battleborn Airsoft event in Joplin, Missouri.
Oh, my gosh, and Carl and Leo in the chat. Did
Oh,
see-
Carl there?
Did I just throw,
Carl, what up, playa?
Carl hasn't said much. It's all been Leo
Everybody's
tonight
been
in the
quiet.
chat.
Bad Blood East 2019, June 22nd, Northeast region.
Hey, hold on. I'm talking.
Nope, there are guests.
No.
We have paid good money for them.
Yes. Hey, we're on Valken budget right now. So let's give a shout out to Battleborn Apparel. All right, now doing events. So the Narcos event that you just mentioned is at the water park in Joplin, which we started at and actually built that up. So, if you guys are there, you want to do some pew pew, hey, hit them up, do that event for sure.
It went blank. Can we still hear you guys? We went blank in our monitor.
I can't hear him. I can hear you.
I know.
I touched nothing.
What the? You banging? Hold on, Soto. Stop talking. Can you guys still hear Toto? Hold on. We gotta see what happened here.
The batteries died.
Hey, that's our monitor. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. So let's see. All right, we're gonna work through it.
I'm just gonna be like, what's his name? I'm gonna stand here behind the mic the whole time.
So we're gonna take them off. So here we're beginning. I'm gonna remake the connection and see what happens. So blunk.
I can just blow through this without interruptions.
Well, I mean, it's okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be so mean.
I can be whatever I want to be. I grew up in the age of Barney.
I'm the only one in the chat. Let's see. I'm the only one. How am I the only one? Oh, why is he sideways?
Hi.
Why is Brian sideways?
Somehow I dropped him. I don't know.
He touched his phone.
Oh, we turn it down the way. I do that too.
That's better. We still can't hear you.
No, well, we still can't hear him. Dang it.
Whoop, there was something.
Yeah, there was something. Not sure what happened. Man, gotta love technology. So,
you guys there?
Okay, shout out. We got the water park in Joplin. It's really cool. We know that Branson's going to be there.
Hold on, I gotta fix Brian's face. He's all crooked. Oh well, you know what? Sorry, Brian. I gotta take the feet off. You just looking weird at me. So we still see Brian in the green room. I have no idea where Soto went. So what was after? Oh, EMR Park.
EMR Park. Bad Blood East 2019, June 22nd in the Northeast region. This is an evike.com event at EMR Event Park in New Milford, Pennsylvania. And you will be there with the infamous Andy Potter.
I will. I'm actually going to be running the Liberals.
Once you have some new big compound, you'll be rolling out some new threads.
I'm rolling out in a Hawaiian shirt, running with the Liberals.
The tent.
I don't know. Potter's taking care of that. I'm not driving on this one.
You're just there. You're the celebrity. You're gonna take selfies with everybody. That's fine. Whatever.
Exactly.
All right. The Artisan Insurrection. Once again, we're promoting Ballahack. Christopher, yo ass needs to be on this show.
Yes.
With this quarter.
I know, right?
Everybody talks about the Revenant and all this other stuff. Okay, so the Artisan Insurrection, June 22nd, in the Appalachian region, Ballahack Airsoft event in Chesapeake, Virginia. Virginia. That's where I grew up. Close to where I grew up. Northern Front 2, July 13th to the 14th in the Midwest region. This is an American Milsim local event. Means Milsim Light. Milsim Light with that Coach tag, price tag. At Black Ops Airsoft in Bristol, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm taking Gaye back up there. We're going up there. So he's still
you
on
did Southern Front. Now you're going to do Northern Front.
Yep.
Is it going to get flooded out?
Hope not.
Hope not. Bring your waders. I could do some fishing while I'm there.
Yeah.
Hey, how's that game, boys? Valken Day. What the heck is this?
Ballahack. It's Valken Day. It's like we're having a Valken Day.
Is Ballahack flying us out?
No, I don't think so.
You know what? If they take their sales rep out there, okay.
Yeah, you don't want your sales rep.
You don't want your sales rep. You want us. We bring the show. We bring the tent. We bring the alliance. All that. You need to ask. Definitely for Bob. If you pay extra, you get me.
Yes.
That's July 27th in the Appalachian region at Battle Hack Airsoft in Chesapeake, Virginia, and that does it. But remember, you have to ask for both of us.
Yes. We're a team. So, I don't know what happened with...
There's Soto.
Yeah,
He's back.
But we can't hear him. Is he going to speak? No. We can't hear him.
We can't hear. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Something
here.
happened to the sound. Can people hear us?
People should still be able to hear us. So
Yeah, they can hear us.
Yeah, they can still hear us. So, thank you for joining us on this week's episode, whether you're watching via live Facebook, you're listening to
We're
the...
going to try this new SoundCloud podcast.
What is? Hey,
Yes, or if you're listening to our podcast on SoundCloud or iTunes.
Because, there's so many exciting airsoft podcasts out there.
I know, right? Don't forget, you can join the Valken Alliance at ValkenAlliance.com.
You can get the cool shirts.
Lima 1, 2,
Yes.
The
radio
Overwatch
check.
Tactics shirts. You can get
And if you're one of those podcasters where you like to listen to stuff on
Brian,
your
can you
drive
hear
to and from work, be sure
Yes,
to
I can.
subscribe and follow the Valken Debrief Airsoft Podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. And you can also subscribe and follow the Valken Debrief without
I think they got us
wonderful
off right now.
comments
Probably.
on our YouTube channel at Valken Video. And last,
Did you
but
do anything?
certainly not least, check out our sponsor, Enola Gaye, for all their smoke grenades and clothing at EnolaGaye.com.
Did you get that tornado warning?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate it. Peace out.
But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
We will not go quietly into the night.
It is your killer instinct which must be harnessed if you expect to survive in combat.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Remember this day, man, or it will be yours for all time.
What keeps you awake at night?
Nothing. I keep other people awake at night.